This is taking a long time just because my computer is slow.
We're on like
I know we are. Guys, the challenge just went off. This was the the first episode of season 2. I'm one of your guests here, joined with Shay Sawyer, and we are going to talk about the challenge after these intro. That has no sound at all. That is fantastic. We'll make some noise. Ba da 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 da. There we go.
well, we're here, another season, the Challenge USA. Yes, I avoided the Challenge USA 1 because whatever. But we're here for the Challenge USA 2 because we got the real tea on there, Weston, we got to come show up for Weston. Wes, yes. What did you think about the episode?
So this is my I would say second season watching the challenge. I'm brand new to it, hence why I'm called the rookie. I will keep that going as long as I am a part of the challenge. I thought this was a fun episode. I had a really good time watching this. There's a lot of people I didn't know. I know this show had a lot of different people from different shows. Big Brother, Survivor, and Amazing Race as I look at my notes, exposing that I write on a notebook. But I thought this was fun. I always have fun watching the challenge. You mentioned Wes, and I feel like I've heard that name a lot thanks to you. You've always said something about Wes this, Wes that. But I became a fan of Wes because he's arrogant. He talked about, he said something about, oh, I bought a mansion, not because I needed more room. I just wanted to have more room for my trophies. I said, this guy gets it. This guy gets it. I mean, he rode well, not rode. What were they like? Skiing or whatever on the
Yes, they came in on ski. It was like a ski boat. I think a ski boat. Is it a ski boat? Is it a jet ski? Oh my
jet
god,
ski.
jet ski! Like
I was gonna say they were on a boat. That's fine. That's I get what you're saying. They were on a vehicle that can go on water. There you go. There you go. I love it. I
but
love it.
yes, Wes is here. We got a few familiar faces. So what I want to do, I wanted to like kind of do first impressions before we like dove into the episode.
I'm
Yes,
with it.
thank you. Yes, jet skis.
Jet skis.
So let's get started. We have Alyssa. I believe her last name is like with an L. She was on the first The Challenge USA, and she's from Big Brother 23. What were your thoughts on her?
I didn't get to see enough of her, so I didn't really have any like feeling towards her. I mean, I didn't. I just don't have anything towards her because I didn't see much about her.
Yeah, no, I think, for
Hmm?
me, I think that she's really cute. I think that, her personality's like, she just seems like a cool person. Like, I don't really have any bad things about her. I
Yeah,
just need them to kind of show her a little bit more because I don't get a lot of her personality a lot of times. So that's my only thing.
sure. No, I
Yeah.
get that, and I think that's the thing too with episode 1. Episode 1 is the fill out, right? And there's so
Mhm.
many. I say cast, but so many competitors that was hard to get a lot of people because there's certain personalities that you was able to see more because they were a little bit more louder. Like that's why I said I'm not familiar with her so much because I feel like there was a lot of louder personalities than her.
Mhm. Yeah. No, for sure. She's very like laid back, which is not a bad thing, but at some
No.
point you gotta pop up. I'm sure you mean this only see episode 1, so I mean, I'm sure it'll pop out at some point. Next person, we have Monty. So sorry, I'm not into him at all. I watched Big Brother 24 in its entirety, and it was atrocious. How certain people treated other people. He was one of those people, and so I will never wish you well. I was not happy to see him whatsoever. And yeah, what were your thoughts on him though?
He has a nice hairline. That's it. That's all I
Very
got from him. Like yeah. Well, I was trying to be nice. I'm just one of us got to try to be nice here. Defender.
cute for
She
sure.
was
Oh, sorry, let me put it back up. Sorry.
no, all fine.
She was
But
on time, but cute for sure. He had
for
very cute.
sure. But yeah, no, he was fine. I mean, I know we'll talk a little bit more about him towards the end, but he was fine. He was
Yeah.
fine.
We have Lewis. He kind of gives me the same vibe as Alyssa, like very laid back. Like I don't know that much about him. I didn't watch. I think he's from The Amazing Race. Never
Yeah,
watched
Amazing Race.
a
Yeah.
season of Amazing Race in my entire life. I've only seen clips of it because certain Big Brother people were on it. That's the only way I've seen it. So I know nothing of this man, but you know what? He's cute. So there's that. What do you think
Well,
of
I'm not.
him?
Well, I'm not going to say he's cute because I don't think that. But I do want to sit here and throw out that he was picked last, and I feel like he has a lot to prove, right? So I'm looking at this guy, and I feel like he's an underdog. There's something about him. I don't want to say like my eyes are on him, but I did like the story that he was talking about. And I know we're going to talk about the challenge a little bit later, but he mentioned how he was a firefighter and almost like feeling like I don't know if he necessarily said like everything's against him and stuff like that, but I just feel like he was always the underdog. So I like underdogs. I like underdogs. I like people who they they they're well on the bottom, but they fight their way up. So yeah, I do want to sit here and say real quick though. See, he said he looked like a loser though. See, that's just so mean. See, I did want to sit here and say though, he did seem a little too excited being in the what's the final challenge called? The end of the show. What is it called when in the pit and everything like that? It's called the pit. You're muted. It's the pit, right?
Yes.
Okay, no, but he was too excited. We was like, woo, yeah. I said, dude,
Calm down.
no. Yeah, I mean, this is my second season. I even sit here and go like, nah, B,
No.
nah, B.
Next we have Miss Cara. I'm sorry, Mr. Cara. Um, Paulie, it's been a ride, honestly. Like, I don't know. I'm willing to give him a chance. He's hasn't been on a few seasons. He's back. Maybe his mentality is different. He came in very strong. His first early go round seasons, and it was just too much for me. I couldn't really get behind it.
Mm.
But we'll see. I mean, he seems like he's chilling so far. So I'm gonna give him that time to let's see what your vibe is right now. What do you think?
Paulie. So the one thing I know about Paulie, beside the very loud blonde hair, is that him and Josh have history, and I don't know enough. I just know enough that they are arena. Thank you to the actual host here. He's sitting there just not piggy banking. I hope not because I'm not strong enough. But I do got I don't, not enough. I want to see more of him because I do see that there's an issue between him and Josh, and what is happening. So yeah, I would like to see more of him because I'm just not. I saw enough, but I need to see more of him. Is my point. Sorry, just to get to the point.
Okay. Next we have Corey. Corey has been on every show that you could possibly be on: Real World, X on the Beach, yeah, obviously The Challenge, Teen Mom. Like, he's just everywhere all the
Wait,
time. Yes, he's
really?
just everywhere. Yes, I'm dead serious.
Wow,
Yeah. So
wow.
Corey, he's been trying to win the challenge for years, and honestly, I'm just at a point where I kind of want him to win so that we can just be done with this and he can just stop because he's been trying for so long. It's like, come on, man. Yeah.
Corey just looked like he don't take no nonsense. I mean, I don't know enough about him. I mean, it's incredible to hear that he's on all these shows. I mean, the guy's making his buck. That's fantastic. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't wait to see him on Family Feud. Thank you for that. That was great.
My
Thank you.
gosh. Okay. Next we have Sebastian. Don't know much about him. I never
Mm.
watched Survivor. Was never my thing. But he seems okay so far. I don't know why he cut his hair. It looks so nice when they showed the rerun of him. What do you think?
I need to see more of him. I didn't get to see a whole lot of him. Um, I need to see more. I just need to see more.
That's valid. That's valid.
Uh,
I'll take that. Next we have Mama Janae. I love her. She took a hiatus at one point because she came
Go.
way back. She's one of the older,
Hmm.
MTV, veterans, and then she took a break, and then she came back, and she won twice. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, exactly. So she's on. She's in her
hey.
Zoom. And I'm always gonna represent for her. What do you think of her though?
She's not bad. Not bad. I didn't know all the history with her, so I look forward to seeing more of her. So yeah, not bad, not bad.
Okay. We have Dusty again. Amazing Race. Know nothing about him. He's cute, so there's that. So root for you. Cool. He just seems like he's chilling. Just from seeing some of his he had some videos they posted on the Instagram, and he seems a little bit like he might be on the Paulie tip. So we'll see.
I just think he's dusty.
Oh my god. Anyways, Desi, gorgeous, stunning. I wish nothing but the best for her.
Oh,
She was on
beautiful.
the first season of Challenge USA, and I think she's from Survivor as well. So yeah.
I want to sing Destiny's Child 2001 Survivor, but I will not horrify you guys with my fantastic vocals. But seeing that she was on Survivor, she won. Did she win on Survivor? Did she win?
I don't think she did. No.
Okay. But even still, being on Survivor, was she the one who said, because there was so much was going on in this episode,
Yeah.
right? Was she
Right.
the one who said that when they went to the room, she's like, it blew her away because she didn't have a bed. She slept on the floor or the sand.
Probably.
I think it was her, but I'm just saying, tough as nails. I think that was her. Would you say? No, I don't think that was her because I think I wrote her name. But either way, tough as nails if you had to be on Survivor, because I would leave as soon as I got on the plane.
I'm crying. She's a strong competitor. I feel bad her
I believe
last
it.
season kind of what?
No,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
sorry, I believe
Oh,
it.
I thought you said it was muted. I was like,
Hmm.
yeah, she's a strong competitor. It's a shame that she could have definitely won last season if she didn't have a teammate who quit. So let's see if this season is different. Amira, another person, Big Brother 24, groupthink. Sorry.
Hmm.
I if she's a different person this time around, maybe, but from what I've already gathered from her from Big Brother 24, it's not really my cup of tea. What were your thoughts on her?
Was she the one that, just to be sure, right? She was the one who's in the pit, correct?
Yes, it's the
I
arena.
The arena. Oh, right. I don't want to challenge people to attack me and step on my white shoes. The arena. I don't know much about her. So when I hear you say this stuff about her, I just think she's a sweetheart. But once again, I don't know enough about her. I felt really bad that she was voted in, and yeah.
What? Roderick, why are you starting? I
What
don't know
she
what
said.
you're talking about.
By the
You said
way,
nothing.
Grand Poobah told me of someone that you did not like in W, which I forgot his name. We won't mention that name
I'm
because this
screaming.
is not a WWE one. But you can catch me on Tuesdays and you can hear me yell. But we're here to talk about John. But shout out to you, man. Thank you for telling me this stuff because I will be yelling at her
This
after the
is
show.
sick.
There's
Okay, we
tea for
have
that.
Chris. I think his name is Chris.
Oh
Another
my God,
Survivor
he's there.
guy.
Oh, that's not Chris.
Josh, another Survivor guy. He seems cool. He got a lot of confessionals.
Hmm.
He seems cool. Like I don't know much about him, but he seems like a strong competitor and he seems chill. So you know what? Cool.
I think he could be a standout. Same here. I don't know enough because I didn't watch all these other shows, so I'm just brand new into it. But he looked like he could be a standout. You're disgusting, Mike. You're really disgusting. Real mature.
Now we have the devil, Amanda, already
Uh oh.
starting.
Uh
My
oh.
my girl came in immediately like I'm here for you and you. She said it's on site for Tori and Michelle. I gotta respect it because at least she came with that energy, like, hey, ain't no fake around here. So I respect it. What were your thoughts on her?
Oh, I gotta say the picture scared the hell out of me. I mean, she looks ready to just slice my soul out my body, but she really came in with, once again, don't know much about her. Maybe I'll stop saying that. But when she came out, because I did take notes when the vets came out, and she was like, "Yeah, I don't like anybody." So she's just about it for herself, and shout to her for being real, I guess,
Yeah,
because
she's
she just
very
said
real.
like, she's like, "Hey, look, I don't like anybody," and yeah.
Yeah, I respect it. We have, I believe her name was Chanel. Beautiful girl. Another Survivor person. I don't know much about her. I want to know more about her because she seems very interesting and she's funny. Yeah. So body tea. She's super thick, super cutie, super pretty. She get money. Like, yeah, I like you. So, what do you think
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. The whole Bronx came out of that. Like, I heard super thick, super dark. I was waiting for someone to go. I was waiting for that. Fantastic job, Shay. So, no, I will not. That's what happened when I agreed to what you call it. Stop it. This is not the show for that. Stop that. But what I think about her, getting back on track of the show, I think, matter of fact, it was her. because I wrote tough as nails because I didn't have time to write every little thing that was said, but I wrote tough as nails because she was the one that I was saying earlier that
Mhm.
slept on the floor, the sand, and I just
Yeah,
think stuff like that's as tough as nails. So what do I think about? I think she's tough as nail, and I think she can be. I think she could be a threat
I agree.
because when I hear stuff like that, I'm just saying like, how do you beat that? Like for me, I like a bed. I'm
I
not
agree.
messing with anyone who likes to sleep on the floor. You tough.
No, for real. Next up, we have Michelle. She was on the tongue of a lot of people. Like a lot of people had a
Yeah.
lot to say about her. Michelle, it's one of those people. It's either you love her or hate her. She's very. There's no middle ground with Michelle. Unfortunately, I am on the middle ground with her. I don't know. Like Michelle, sometimes she has attributes that I like about her, and she has things about her that I don't. But I think she's a really strong competitor. She's from Survivor as well. So they don't
Ah.
play. So what do you think about her?
Was she on an episode of the challenge or a
She
season or
was
something like
on
that?
two prior seasons from on
Okay.
MTV. Yes.
Because she looked very familiar. Like I might have saw her in like a clip or something like that.
Yeah,
What do I
she
think
was
about it?
on. You actually liked her. She was on the Ride or Die season that we did together.
I was there for that. Shout out to us and Mike. But what do I think about her? I don't know. I haven't seen anything because once again, a lot of these people are new to me. So when I'm seeing her, she seems decent. That's why I didn't understand where all this hate came from and all this. Just like it's mind boggling to me because she just seemed like a very nice person. But that's where I'm at. I'm like, I guess that's where I'm at. I'm in the camp of she seems nice. When
Yeah,
everyone's talking about you at your job, because they'd be like, "Hey, this person sucks." I'm like, well, this he
I don't
bought
think
me
she's
lunch.
mean. She just can be a little bit
Yeah.
paranoid at times, and that kind of messes up her game. Michaela, I love her. I love that her whole thing when she went into elimination was like, "We got to get as many men in here as possible." And I said, "Exactly, exactly, exactly." What do you think about her?
Intelligence, pure intelligence. I
Right.
like that. I like that. That's brilliant.
Yeah, I love also when she said to Amira when Amira got voted in, she said, "Posture up." I
Ooh,
said, "Right,
there we
right,
go.
yeah."
There we go. Right.
Uh,
Right.
Faisal, we have Faisal.
Oh my god. Mm. No, I can't even. Let me tell you something, right? Just by the last season that I did, I said Fessel's here too. Like, and don't get me wrong, I saw the pictures of people, but I don't know why I thought that was like Mr. Krabs. I don't know. I didn't think that was Fessel, and then I hear Fessel's name, and then I'm sitting there. I'm just started a catchphrase that I say on Tuesdays, my blood pressure went through the roof. I said, why are you here, Fessel? And then Fessel started talking, right? Fessel started talking. It's like, dude, I didn't even know you enough, and you pissed me off. And he said, oh, I have a lot of flings here and whatever, but I want to stay over there. Fessel, you're trouble. Yeah, if I looked you up in the dictionary, it would be trouble. So boo to Fessel. If you want to hear my thoughts, boo, boo, and I hope someone steps on your white shoes.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I don't know. I have a half and half with Faisal a lot of times, so we'll see what his vibe is, and then I'll let you know if I'm cheering for him. Um, we have
I'll give it three
Alyssa.
episodes.
We have Alyssa from Big Brother 24, another person who fell victim to groupthink. So I'm kind of like whatever about her as well. So we'll
Mhm.
see. Maybe she'll redeem herself in my eyes because right now it's like the only way you can go is up right now at this point. What were your
I gotta
thoughts?
see. I gotta see more of her. I didn't see enough, so that's just really my thoughts. My real thoughts.
Tyler, I think he's Big Brother 20, was not a
Mhm.
fan of him that much. And I didn't like the way he said brother. Like, why do you drag it out like that? It actually bothered me so much. What do you think of him?
There was something and then I don't think it was that. I don't think like was he trying to be Hogan, like brother, like
Brother. I was like,
brother.
okay.
All right, curly top. What do I think about this guy? I don't know. It's just I'm not feeling him. I also didn't see enough of him either, but it's I don't know. He reminded me of that guy from Degrassi who stabbed JT
Oh
or
my
TJ.
gosh.
Oh, the guy who was with them.
It was
He wasn't
definitely
the guy
JT.
there.
Are you talking about
Yeah,
Johnny
yeah. No,
DeMarco? Oh my god, you talking about Johnny DeMarco?
who's
He might
that?
be. He's one of the guys you were talking about.
Yeah, him.
Okay, wow. Tiffany, Big
I
Brother
was him.
23, love her. One of the founding members of the Cookout, one of the most successful alliances, all black queen, mother. Like, love her. That's it.
She's fantastic. She's
Period.
great.
Hmm. Period.
Oh, that's my thoughts. Yeah,
Yeah, Tori.
that's your
She
girl.
is very not like she has. It's here and there with her with a lot of the fan base, but you know what? I'm sticking with her. Like, I'm a type of person. I like someone who is perfectly imperfect. So, she's not the most perfect person, and I don't think she pretends to be. So I just give her. I take her at face value. What are your thoughts on her?
I've always known you to be a big fan of her. I've always heard you talk really highly of her. She's very strong. She won the last challenge, right? So she's obviously a threat in this house. I know her more, and not cool V. I'm just gonna nickname you V. I'm just gonna call you V3. V3 because he got two threes in there, so I'm gonna call him V3. But she's a really strong competitor. A lot of respect to her. Yeah.
Okay, and then we have. I don't know. Somebody moved things around in here. I think I know who. I'm trying to find these photos.
Don't look at me.
No, I know who.
Oh.
Weston. Super thick, super pretty, body T. He get money. Yeah, yeah, Weston. Mm-hmm. Of course I'm cheering for West. Duh.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought you was trying to do a crime time rap. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I don't even know how to follow up with after that. But Wes, this was my first time seeing Wes. I don't usually cheer for the ball-headed community, the ball syndicate, as I call them, because they're just outrageously strong for whatever reason. I don't know why. But I sit here and I love Wes' arrogance. I love that he's just a man of confidence. I'm just a big fan of the guy who sits here and says, "Yeah, man, I'm that dude. Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about." So I'm with him. I told you to call me Vin. Wow, I feel like I just got yelled at in the chat. All right, Vin. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Vin. Damn. And
Uh,
Mike, by the way, just to throw it, it's just WES, not WEST. You
okay.
rookie.
And
Get
last
with the
but not
program.
least, Sir Prune. I mean bananas. We have Johnny Bananas here. Um, Whatever. Honestly, that's it. That's all I can say because he be getting on my last nerve, the last viable nerve that I ever have.
Damn. Then he's gonna have to take it easy this season because that shit might go.
I'm just
I
like,
didn't mean to curse. I should probably not said that. I
I'm
apologize.
just
But
like,
Johnny
goodness.
Bananas, Johnny Bananas, you know what I like about Johnny Bananas? I like his ability to win.
Oh,
That much I gotta say. I like that about him.
that's reasonable.
He always find a way to win, and he kind of remind and not in a lot of ways, but he doesn't take stuff serious. I had to even look up his partner, and it was Nani, right? And I remember in the last season, Nani was so annoyed because he just didn't take nothing serious, which reminded me of me. I don't take nothing serious. That's but he always find a way to win, and when it's time to kick ass, he does it. So that's what I like about him.
No, Roderick, Hank needs to be securing the NXT parking lot. That's what he needs to be doing right now. Nothing else.
What? So he could be
Um,
laid out next to other people?
Screaming. Anyways, now we get into the season, and it starts with everyone's on a boat. Paulie and Josh are going over their beef that I feel is so fabricated. Honestly, I just think that they do it so they can have something to talk about. What were your thoughts on their talking about their beef?
They wanted to add drama here, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, they wanted to add the drama. They wanted to. Also, I think it was really good that they included that for someone like me who don't know. Like, I would have never thought nothing of it. I was like, oh, look at this. So them showing that rivalry or the beef that they had, and then it also might play into later in the episode. I thought that was really good detail for once again for someone like me. So I was cool with that.
Yeah, I think they did a really good job with like adding in videos and stuff like
Yeah,
flashbacks to kind of like keep everybody because a lot of people they're not familiar with them. These are a lot of MTV people, so you
yeah.
need to catch them up quickly to like progress the storyline. So now the teams, these are the teams we have. We have the first team captains that were picked by random by some balls in a jar.
That's usually how it's picked.
Shush. Anyways, first team captain Josh, and he picked John A. Good pick.
Oh, that's his
John A
name.
is
Okay,
amazing. Love her.
Paulie.
Paulie, Michelle, Dusty, Tiffany,
Dusty.
Johnny, and Chanel. decent
Ah,
team. I don't think it's a bad team at all. I don't see any weak links, to be honest. What were your thoughts on this first team?
good team. Good team.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. That was my
Oh, that
my
was your whole
thoughts.
thing. I thought you were gonna say
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
All right,
No, no.
Cat.
I think. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go
Oh
ahead.
no, what were you gonna say?
No, I think it's a good team. I mean, I gotta see more of each character to see their strength, but I think he put the great balance of um, who's the vet from him. I'm sorry because I didn't get a chance to write all the names, but who was a vet that he picked on his team?
The vet was well, actually he was. It was Paulie. Him and Paulie.
Paulie.
Those are the
Him and
vets.
Paulie. Right, because he is a
Oh,
okay.
and
Right.
Johnny.
He did pick Johnny. Okay, I just wanted to be sure. So
Yeah.
I think it's a good balance to have where you have your vets, but you also have you know different things because something that I had to be reminded of about the challenge because I always think about the physical challenge. You have
Hmm.
to think, which we're going to talk about later, but please talk about Team Cassie. That's Team Blue.
Yes, Cassidy.
Oh, Cassidy.
Corey. Tori. Those are the two vets. Fessy. Sorry, Faisal.
I already don't like him.
Sebastian. Josh. Alyssa L. Alyssa. I forgot her last name, but she looks like that lady from Full House daughter. She does. She looks like Lori Laughlin. It's really
I
scary,
really
actually.
love it.
What were your thoughts on this team?
All
I
right.
think it's a pretty decent team, but they look strong.
Yeah, I mean, you got Tori on there. Corey's no one to mess with. I was being silly when I heard Fessel. I'm sorry, it's Faisal, right?
No, it's Vessel.
Faisal.
You said it right,
Oh, it's
Vessel.
Faisal. Oh, damn, that's a first.
I'm so proud
But
of you, actually.
thank you. That's another first. But I think it's a pretty solid team. I mean, you got your vets. And it's good to have Tori. I mean, I think you already have momentum on the team when you have the winner from the previous season. I think that just gives you a lot of momentum. So I think it's a really good team. Really good team.
Agreed. And then the last team, Desi. She picked Wes. She picked
Michelle. Michelle,
Michaela,
right? Oh,
Michaela,
Michaela. Okay.
Monty, Amira, Amanda, Tyler, and Lewis. And I feel like there's someone I'm missing, but they were going by this so
No,
quickly.
Lewis was the last person because he was the last to be picked. That's why,
He's still on
I
her
felt,
team.
huh?
Well, he's still on her team.
He is. I mean, but they have to take him. He was the last one. That's how that
Something
works.
hurtful.
That's how it works. You ever seen people when they play dodgeball? That you. And then there's that one person who's like, I guess I'll take you too. I don't know who sound like that, but someone sound like that.
My
I
God.
don't know who. Sorry.
Yes. What do you think about this team?
It's not bad. I mean, when you pick the last person on the team, I feel like you have a lot to prove. So Lewis, he was the last to be picked. I feel like I don't want to say they're the weakest, but I
Amanda's
feel
on
like
this
that's
team too. Actually, I forgot. Sorry, Amanda as well.
no, that's fine. Good job on that. But I just feel like they. Although, do I sit here and say? I just feel like they have a lot. Uh, they have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, definitely. So Michelle calls her team. She's on red. Team red flag. I think that's 100% correct. When you really look at the people that are on this team, like it is very cracked. Josh is an emotional wreck. Like it's the truth. John A is the most like mentally together person. Well, Tiffany as well. Chanel as well is very calm. Johnny is just annoying sometimes. Dusty, I don't know a lot about him.
I do.
Paulie, he can be a little bit off the lid sometimes. So I don't know. Like, yeah, this team is like very. It could be a lot.
Well, someone was mentioning like Team Red, and I can only go with when they mentioned Johnny. They was in there saying this team. Well, not this team, but him. Like it's almost like you have this team of, and correct me, of guys who are this team full of egos. Do you think that's a
Mhm.
thing with Team Red?
For
Yeah.
sure, I could definitely see that. A lot of people who kind of just want to stick to their guns.
Yeah. 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 Okay.
And I also
All
just want
right.
to highlight this thing that Wes said. He
Sure.
was asked in an interview his thoughts on Josh. Let's hear this.
Okay.
So he said, I'm really surprised Josh is back. I mean, he's not very good. He has a really long track record of sucking at this, and fans rightfully dislike him. If he's not liked on the fan side and he is not good at the game side, I don't understand exactly what he's doing there, but he's goofy, so maybe he'll provide some goofy moments.
Ah, you know what? It's so funny that that is being read, right? I remember you sent it, but I never read it, right? But I do want to highlight because someone literally said that on the show, and it's like I'm hearing it out loud. It changes everything. I'm like, dude, you suck, and I just didn't know that. So when I'm hearing that, and one of them said, "Don't worry, Josh, you're just not that good," and then he laughed.
Mhm.
Not good, Josh. Already in the doghouse with me.
And my thing is, Josh kind of started with like he wanted a problem with Wes so bad. So now that Wes is kind of reciprocating that energy, I can't really feel too bad for Josh. That's kind of where I'm at with that. Womp womp.
Womp womp.
I'm dead.
I just had surgery and I was still with his ass.
He meant whip.
Oh, okay.
I
Well, I'm
got you.
sorry. I did. I don't know. I
I
saw
got
a
you,
whip.
partner.
I was. I didn't know what was happening. I said maybe it's the stuff in the surgery. But carry
Oh my
on.
gosh. Michelle was talking a little bit of trash about Amanda in the confessional. She
Confessional.
was saying how, seeing Amanda makes her want to vomit. And my thing with Michelle,
Mhm.
Michelle, I don't really have beef with you. I think you're cool, but you talk like this in the confessional, and then when you get confronted by Amanda at reunions, the energy is not the same. So all I'm saying is when that reunion, if y'all get a reunion and it pop up, I need that same energy. If you're not gonna give that same energy you was giving a confessional, keep it on the playground.
And so she's never showcased any of this. Like when she's in a private zone, she's safe, she's comfortable, she do all that. But when she's in front of her, she doesn't do anything. Like she's nothing.
It's
'Cause
just
I
not
saw
the
something.
same energy. It's just not the same energy.
Wow. Then that sucks. That's a terrible thing. No, it's it does suck. Like you can't like at least be real about it. That's why I think I'm sorry, I can't even think of Amanda. It was Amanda, she's the devil. I
Yes.
give her props for just saying I hate everybody.
Yeah. You can't
So
hate
yeah.
on that. That's real. So we get into the challenge, and it's basically they have these statues of specific people. I think one was like Amanda, another was of Tori, like West.
Banana, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. And they had to carry them. The teams had to carry two specific trophies. Not trophies, statues, whatever. Same
Yeah.
thing. They frozen. And he had to get it all the way down some crazy hills with wheels, and then get it all the way up to some hill, and
The
then put it
castle, yeah,
up
it was
to the
a you.
castle.
This thing was called Storm the Castle. I love this. I love the physical aspect of this game. Seeing this, I sat here and said, "Wow, these guys are really it's not the physical, but you have to also be mentally strong. Seeing them carry these big statues, I said those statues are heavy. Um, I loved everything. I honestly loved everything about this. And also to the puzzle piece too, right? So not only are you using your strength, you have to use your mind and memory. And I love this. It was a good part. There was a good part. I'm trying to think who was in the lead first. I feel like the green team, yeah, the green team, they were
Mhm.
in the lead, they were killing it. Then they had started having problems, and then there was a spot where the red team is taking over. So yeah, like I'm really excited. Like I like the red team because I like red. Even though I'm wearing blue, I rock with red. Like I'm gonna if you wear red, I'm like yo, let's go, my dog. So boom. So the team red is like leading this bad boy, and I'm excited about it. I'm like, let's go. But then it's starting to fall apart. But I like each part. So there's one part where you're carrying it like this, and then you have like it's the thing with the horses or something like that. I can't
Yeah,
think of
I
the
know
thing,
what
but
you mean. It's like the little buggy or something. I don't know the
yeah,
name for it.
we wasn't born in medieval times, so
Barrel. It's like a barrel. It's like a
it's
barrel
a
thing.
barrel. Good
Oh
job.
my
Yeah,
god.
fantastic. No,
We don't
fantastic. It was
know
a
how
barrel.
to say jet skis. We don't know how to say barrels. Like my goodness. Open the schools back up.
They don't want me back there at all. Not as loud as I've gotten throughout the years. They don't want that. But they have the barrels. They're carrying the statues, and then they're able to cut it. And there's a spot where a green team, and I was going for red, right? But the green had such a good lead that when they lost it, I was like, dog, what you doing? Like I popped. I literally after I was saying, so yeah, what's happening? And yeah, they lost it. And at the end, I do have to thank you, Michelson. Um, then it's close towards the end. You have the red and blue, and I'm still going for red, but I just said nah, blue got it because it was just too close. And I thought it was a really good challenge. And I want you to take the floor on what you think. I didn't mean to take all that time, but I really thought this
Oh,
was a fantastic challenge. I always have fun with these things, and I always start yelling. So
no
you're
apologies. No apologies. Yeah, no, it was a cute challenge. I think it tested all different things. So it's like it could have gone either way. Cause if it was just would have been strength, then it's like, oh damn,
yeah.
certain people gonna win. If it would have just been a puzzle, oh man, certain people gonna win. Like, it was kind of a bit of everything and stamina. Like, it was so many things that came into play. And speed as well, obviously, because in the beginning they had to run to go get the statue. So it was just everything. And I had to say, I had to point out, Paulie had a really strong lead with the run, like right away, like he blasted off. I was like,
He's running right.
I didn't.
I did want to touch out too because you did. I liked everything that you mentioned there because you mentioned about this challenge. It's not about just strength, but I think it also showed you how each team member, right? So what I remember from the last challenge, there was all these amazing guys that had different feats. So some were stronger, some were faster, some were smarter. Devin, right? Devin, he was the smart one. I forgot. So there was somebody here that reminded me of Devin because she says she's so smart. And I remember being a woman, but I felt like this was a great way so you got to see everyone's strength. And I like things like that where you do see because the whole thing about the memory stuff, um I forget it was Team Green, that's when they fell apart. I think it was that second part, that's when they fell apart because they couldn't even remember the thing. So I thought that was fantastic. Why is everyone bringing up what's happening here?
That's
What is
Roderick.
that? What
He's
is
just on YouTube.
so he did he just transfer from wasn't he
Yeah.
just on Twitch?
Yeah.
This what kind of Wreck-It Ralph crap is this? That's some
I hate
Wreck-It
it.
Ralph's nonsense. How did you do that? And how
So,
do you know this about me, Roddick? Was it Roddy? I'm gonna call
I
you Roddy.
can't stand you.
Ben.
So in the challenge, it seemed like Team Red Flag. I'm gonna go with that since they
That's a
just call it
badass
that.
name, honestly. It's honestly a
It
badass
is.
name.
It is. No, yeah, it really is. So they were basically like, struggling a lot, like especially with like the wagon, like it kept falling off.
Yeah.
I think at one point the statue almost crushed Johnny. Um,
Wouldn't that be something? His own statue crushing. I'm sorry,
how
just
poetic, honestly, like his big ego. He's known for his ego, and then his ego crushes him. Like, yeah, kind of cool.
no,
Yeah,
no,
so
not kind of cool at all. But carry on.
it's a
Not kind of
little.
cool.
So yeah, they were struggling, but eventually blue team wins. That's Cassidy's team. That team consisted of Corey, Tori, Fessy, Sebastian, Josh, Alyssa, other Alyssa. That is that team.
Not bad. They gotta come up with a cool name though. Red Flag is great. They need to come up with something blue something. But good job on them.
Blue
Maybe they can
Thunderbomb.
be. That was damn good. That was damn good. That was damn good. Blue Thunderbomb. If they don't come up with that next week, I'm not rooting for them. I wasn't rooting for
Exactly.
them anyway, but I'm just not gonna root for them at all. I just want to throw that out there.
So TJ reveals that there will be that they get to the winning team gets to pick two people.
Man
Then
and
the
female.
other people that they go against is picked through a secret vote through some balls. Again, balls. It's a lot of balls
That's
going on.
that's why I enjoyed this episode. This is exactly what caught my attention.
Everyone's nervous now because they're like, this is feeling like
Because
Big
it's balls.
Brother. Like what? Shush. It's been like Big Brother because what is this secret voting stuff? I need to know where people are. It's very scary because you don't. It's like someone could say they're not voting for you, and they do. Like it's like you don't know where someone's head's at until it's too late. What did you think about that?
I thought this
Stipulation.
was a. I thought. I honestly thought that was a really unique addition to the show. Right. So you have this thing where and it's probably best as a secret because I know if someone voted for me, I'm like my dog, really. So I think that aspect is really cool. I'm trying to figure out. There was one guy. It might have been Curly Top. I'm sorry, I can't think of his name, but I think he was the one who was on Big Brother, and he said, "Oh, just get Big Brother vibes. This is so cool." He was so excited about it because it's in his element. But I do like that element. I think that's a cool element. It's cool.
Yeah, no, that was him, and I was just like, yeah, it is giving that. Love the. Yep. Yeah, it's very cool because it kind of opens up like someone could make a
Mhm.
big move and they'll be like,
Yeah.
who is it? They could say it's someone else. Like it leaves so much drama on the table.
And I think that's exactly what you just said. That's what they did it for, just for the drama. So I thought that was really cool. I thought that was really cool. Because we'll talk about it a little bit later, because when we get towards the end of it, because it does play a part. But please carry on.
Totally agree. Yep, I was thinking that too. So we get to the deliberation, and I knew it was gonna go away of like who's people we don't really know that well.
Right.
Lewis and Amira. Lewis was the last one picked. Well, not picked, but by default ended up on Team Green.
Right.
So he doesn't really have any allies. He doesn't have any. He
No.
has Dusty, and I don't know. Dusty is gonna really stick his head out like that for him, honestly.
Dusty is dust.
Listen, don't come for him. Whoa. Amira, she has people, but again, that season was just it gave fake, it gave not real connections. So I didn't see
Ooh.
nobody really going hard to
Right.
hold her. Alyssa was not gonna speak up because she didn't do it in Big Brother. I didn't see it happening here.
That was her friend, right?
Yeah.
That was her friend. Yeah, because she felt really bad. So she's done this before. She let her friend fall to victim, right? Is that? I feel like that's what I'm getting out is because she was so sad, like, oh, I wanted to do something, but then the vets took over. She blamed Tori and Corey, and I feel like it was somebody else. Vessel didn't say much, but I feel like it was definitely Tori and Corey because I know Tori said she wanted to protect her vets. That's
Of
what she
course.
wanted to do. So she wanted to take her vets. I mean, protect her vets. Apologize. But she just was like, oh, but now hearing you say that makes me go like, oh, so she's not a real one. She's not someone who's gonna be like, yo, I gotta save my friend or whatever.
No,
All right,
not at
okay,
all.
okay.
And Tori protect my friend's deal was not gonna let nobody she was rocking with get voted. So
Yeah,
Amira gets the votes. Unfortunately, sorry, girl, because it wasn't gonna be Michaela, it wasn't gonna be Amanda, and it wasn't gonna be Desi. So it had to be you. Unfortunate. I just had to say, too many commercials. Too many. I would feel like I would come from a commercial and then another commercial will be happening. It really pissed me off. I just had to say that because I was really annoyed with it.
you know what? It's not often that I watch CBS. I used to in the morning watch CBS because I need to know what the weather was and to make sure if I got on the E train I didn't get shot. So that was my only time that I watched CBS. I think that's fair. But there was a lot of stuff going on. There was a lot of loud noises going on. So I agree. There's way too many commercials. We need to chill with that. I don't need that. I hate that it's on my YouTube. So yes, commercials stop. LOL, like I said, Shay and Grand Pooba, just like how I get to Cat when I bring up Ginger Mahal, I get to get you guys as well, and not just Cat. You know what? Bet is it Bet? Ben.
Just say
I'm just
Roderick.
glad. I'm just glad that you. No, 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 no. Don't tell me what to do. I'm just glad that you are here for this review. I know you have not said anything about the challenge, but you just wanted to irritate me. You have done a fantastic job, and I sit here and I salute you, sir. And we say thank you for being here.
We love you, Roderick.
No, I
Uh,
don't. I don't know you. I can't love you. I can't do that. I might go out and have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with you. Do you like strawberry milk? Let's make that happen.
I never. I'm not really that big enough. But yeah. So after when Alyssa goes in there crying, I was like, "Well, girl, why are you crying? Because you're not even the one being voted in. Like that's. I just can't stand when I'm the one. Like that would annoy me so bad if I'm the one going to elimination and you're crying. Girl, why are you crying? Like
She's crying. Who are you talking about? The girl who was voted to be eliminated?
no, the other girl that told her was crying, Alyssa. I'm like,
Oh, it might have been part of the act. You mean her friend? Her friend?
no, girl, please. Anyways, and Amira, I just want to say something real quick. Amira, you're calling them punks because they voted you. Oh, you're taking the easy way out. Girl, what did you do on your season? Wasn't your whole season about taking the easy way out? Because y'all all tried to come up on Taylor groupthink because it was the easy way out. Oh, nobody likes her. Let's go for her. You didn't want it like, come on, let's not get into taking the easy way out because that's definitely what your whole season gave. So let's not do that.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, this is the truth.
Don't be. Don't be.
And then like when
That's
I think it
okay.
was Team Green, they were talking, or it might not have been Green, it might have been Blue, but they
Mhm.
were talking about trying to get Wes, and I'm just like, why y'all always want to come for a pretty, like a pretty girl, like a pretty bitch? Like, oh my God, I know who West is a dude, but it's just like a saying. Why are y'all coming from the main? This is my issue. It's like West just be existing and people are intimidated by him. Like, it's so annoying. It really is so annoying. Like, leave West alone, seriously.
I mean, I think it's a smart move to try to get the big threat that is Wes, but I'm glad that that failed because I want to see more of Wes. I like his energy, so I think he's great. But I think it's a smart move. I mean, look, if I'm on this show, I'm going for. I know last year I was the only one who said this, and it might sound like, oh, that's why you're the rookie. But I thought it was ballsy for these rookies going after these vets and stuff like that. So I think it's ballsy trying to get the guy who's a threat. You want to get that guy out. But Wes, the best, doesn't go anywhere.
Period. Exactly. You see it.
I wear
So
glasses.
I
Thank you.
again, I just want to say, Michaela, the woman you are, I appreciate that you were trying your hardest to make sure a man went in. Like, the woman you are, as you should. Women should stick together. But these are how the votes panned out. We're gonna go. Wes, 2 votes. Dusty, 2 votes.
Ooh.
Desi, 1 vote. Michelle. I'm Michaela. I'm sorry. I still got you in my mind because you my girl. Michelle, 3 votes. Michelle is pissed. She's like, who voted for me, girl? Because you know what you do. Monty, 4 votes. Bananas, also 4 votes. I was shocked because I didn't really hear a lot about Bananas. Like, I didn't hear his name as much. So when I saw him get so many votes, I was like, oh yeah. How do you feel about how the votes kind of panned out?
I expect a tie, honestly. I looked, I said, oh, Monty's going in there.
Mhm.
And to see him and Johnny tied, I I said, okay. And to leave it up as a cliffhanger like
Yeah.
that, I was like, damn, I wanted more. And
Right.
they ended like that. So I thought that they got me hooked. They got me where I'm like, oh, I gotta watch more.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. And so basically what it is like the amount of balls that are in there just makes it more likely that if they pick your ball, you'll be going in. So, but they also have this twist of like when you have a girl and a guy voted in, whoever ball gets picked, if it's a guy or a girl, that's who ends up going into elimination. So it could be either one. It's not really like specific, like a girl or guy. It could be guy elimination over and over if a guy names keep
Mhm.
getting picked. So that's interesting to me. I don't really like that because I feel like it should be like guy 1 week, girl one
And
week.
mix it up.
It shouldn't
Mix it
be
up.
like, oh, it could be
Mix it
because it
up.
could be end up that like 3 girls go home 3 weeks in a row and no guys. I don't like that. So let's not bring
It
this
makes
back.
it makes it unbalanced. So I can understand that. I could get that because if you have say like a whole bunch of girls go home, it just or guys, it kind of ruins the balance of the game. So I can understand that.
Yes. So yeah, that was kind of my thing that kind of like threw me off. I was like, I don't really like that. And be honest. So who do you want? Like, if do you want it to be a girl name that gets picked? Because it's between the names that were all the balls that were put. Those are the viable options. So for the girls, it's only Desi and Michelle. For the
Mhm.
guys, it's Wes, Monty, Dusty, and Bananas. So who do you want to be picked from the ball pit?
Oh, and I had to pick a guy name or a guy or a girl or the name.
Yeah, just anyone.
Um, I enjoy Johnny around. I don't know, but I'm not gonna go against Monty. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna go against a. I'm
That's
not gonna go
fair.
against a black man. I'm not just gonna do that.
That's fair.
But who are the other guys? Who's the other people? I'm not.
Dusty, Wes.
Dusty can go. I'm sorry. Just
Wow.
Dusty can go. I'm. It's just the name for me, Dusty. Like,
Wow.
hey, look, I'm just like the only Dusty I'm gonna respect is Dusty Rose. Who do you, Dusty? Who? I need to know more about you. What's your Wikipedia?
Cody about to come up here and finish the story. You better watch your mouth. All right.
No, Dusty. I'm saying I have respect for Dusty Rose. Who's this Dusty? Who's this? Are you a cleaning product, Dusty? Are you a radio, Dusty? I need to know more. What's your Wikipedia? I need to know everything about you now, because
He's dusty because he's dusting these hoes. That's why. Okay. I
you
hope the
thought you
person
was so funny with
I
that one,
definitely
didn't you?
ate. No, I definitely ate.
Me too.
Anyways, I am hoping that it is Monty picked. Sorry. I want you gone. I want you gone because we
Mhm.
still getting reparations from what you did on BB 24. I'm still getting back. Your lick wasn't enough. You losing to Taylor was not enough. We need more. I need more.
Oh,
That's what you get. So yeah, that was the episode, and we'll have another on Sunday directly after the episode again. We get to see who goes home, and obviously the drama from that. Um, I know that Amanda will definitely be cursing Michelle out, so that's gonna be exciting. You know, are you? What are your thoughts on this entire episode? Like, was it fun for you? What do you think?
I had a blast watching this. This was a fun episode. I said it before. I've always loved the
Right.
challenges and whatnot. So it's always a good time. And this episode, because there's so much personality here. You're not going to get to see everybody. So I'm interested in seeing what. Just to answer the question, yes, I enjoyed the episode, and I look forward to seeing how each episode goes as time goes and the teams start to dwindle and people start to leave, and then you get to see more of said people. So it was a fun time. It was really fun.
Okay. And I also want to go in this. Honestly, Roderick, I would love that. I think they've only had like maybe two wrestlers be on the challenge thing. They had Leo Rush, obviously, and they had CM Punk. And so that I would
Wow.
love to see something just like wrestling only the challenge. Like, I just think it would be cool. And like, I also think they should have a Love Island for wrestling, but that's another story for another day.
You
That would
know,
be
they,
very cool.
not for nothing. I think that wrestlers on the challenge would be dope because they had a Fear Factor episode some time back, and I thought that
Hmm.
was a very, very fun episode. Which Matt Hardy won too. He won that. That was hilarious.
I did. Yeah, I
Uh,
didn't know that. I
Matt
honestly
Hardy.
forgot.
You would have thought Jeff Hardy would have won, but he did something stupid. They did the thing real quick, and I will end it. But he's on the helicopter and he's trying to climb. He tries to flip and then he falls. I said, "Wow, this is supposed to be." I had Jeff Hardy winning and he lost, and I've never forgiven Jeff Hardy ever since,
Yeah,
except for
no.
when he had that theme. I forgot the name of it. It's a fun theme,
Oh, for
but
God's
yeah.
sakes. Yeah, no, I would love to see that. Like, I obviously love the face off between CM Punk and Johnny Bananas because CM Punk was, eat him up as he should because you know what, Johnny, you be deserving it like 98% of the time, honestly. So
Here we go.
that is the end. So I wanted to ask one more thing. I'm going to make this a thing for every episode. Who is your final fave for this episode? That's what we're calling it. The FF final fave. Your fave person from this episode who stood out the most to you, who is it's like
Ooh.
basically saying your MVP of the episode, but instead we're giving a little spin.
Oh man, who's my MVP? That's a rough one. Who do I like? Because there's a lot of people who probably did so much that I didn't get to see them because, like I said, it was overcrowded and there was a lot of people. But who was my MVP? Damn, because I can't. I was gonna say Johnny, but Johnny didn't really do a whole lot in this episode except run his mouth. But for me, my MVP, I think, because he stood out the most, and I got hyped. And this is just for me. He hyped me up. I thought Wes. I thought there was something about Wes. Like I said, his energy, his personality, it did it for me. So I gotta go with Wes.
Okay. And okay, so our other co-host, Mike Kia said Wes and Desi. So I guess he wants to do like guy and girl. I think that'd be cute, just to kind of spread it around. So who was your favorite girl? Final fave.
Ooh, favorite girl. I'm sorry. Let me take a look at these names because there's so many names. There's so many names. You gotta give me a minute here. Sorry, I'm not as experienced as you guys, but for me, who was my favorite girl? Um, I don't know why I almost said Fessy. That's hilarious. I don't know why I said that. I almost said Fessy. I don't
Intrusive
know.
thoughts coming through.
They're winning. Who was my favorite? I don't know Michelle only because she just stood out to me. I don't have necessarily a favorite girl at the moment, and I don't even want to say because like Tori was killing it. So I guess I would go with Tori only because I thought she did a great job and her team won. So I'm gonna go with Tori. I'm gonna go with Tori.
All right. I'm gonna go with Wes, obviously, and Michaela because posture up. That was like the phrase of the episode. Like when you see somebody you losing your composure, girl, posture up. Oh
Mm,
yes,
there we go.
honey. So
That is pretty sweet.
yes. So with that being said, wow, I can't believe it's been almost a whole hour. That is the end of the first episode for the Challenge USA 2 after show.
And when we're going to be back for when you're going to be back for another episode, tell them.
Sunday. Sorry. Yeah, we're gonna be back Sunday, and we're gonna see who's gonna be going into the arena and who's gonna be eliminated, and go on from there. So, with that being said, guys, have a good night. I know it's late, 12. We're in a whole new day now. My goodness, you guys, wow. And have a good night. Be safe, be well, and down with leather pants. It's the end of the
Real
show.
quick, fantastic stuff. Shout out to Shay Sawyer. There's so much content here on Popular Review. On Popular Review, this is the entertainment side. We have a link shooting to the wrestling if you guys want to watch some of our wrestling talk. And this Sunday, to do a cheap plug, there is a UPR battle. I don't have the graphic. It's supposed to be Mr. Clean. And there's this thing. Just go to Instagram Live. You'll see it. I'm not really happy with these votes right about now, but I'm going to win and tell people to kiss my ass. So, with that all said, that's the show. We'll be back here Sunday, but we'll see if Mike will be back here Sunday. And if not, I'll be back here because I think the show is pretty fun. So, with that said, wave bye to the people.
Bye to the people.
There we go. These things don't have sound at all. It just throws you off. Oh, okay. They didn't even give me enough time. Let's put the graphic. This thing right here. Thing don't even give me enough time. There we go. It's the graphic. Thank you guys for watching. You guys are fantastic, and we see you for the next go around.